We're diving into the high-stakes world of poker, where the thrill of victory often comes with the agony of defeat. For every legendary win, there's someone on the losing end, and today we're taking a look at some of the most staggering losses in poker history. We've got big-name players, massive pots, and fortunes changing in an instant. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Gus Hansen's multi-million-dollar online downfall. Let's kick things off with one of the most notorious downfalls in poker history. Gus Hansen's staggering online poker losses. Known as the Great Dane, Gus Hansen built a reputation on his aggressive, fearless playing style, which propelled him to live tournament victories and earned him millions. But when he shifted to the virtual felt, things took a catastrophic turn. From 2006 to 2014, Hansen experienced a relentless streak of losses on full tilt poker, racking up a jaw-dropping total of over 20 million in the red. Despite the brutal beats, Hansen kept returning to the online tables, driven by his competitive nature and belief that he could turn things around. However, the dynamics of online poker proved to be his downfall. The pace of online play is rapid, with players making hundreds of decisions in a single session, something that can overwhelm even the most seasoned pros. The swings were harsher, and the online field was evolving faster than ever, with new players entering the scene equipped with cutting-edge analytical tools and AI-powered solvers. Hansen's live poker skills didn't translate well to this new data-driven environment, where players relied less on instinct and more on statistical precision. He often found himself outmatched by younger, tech-savvy opponents who exploited every weakness in his game. Hansen's losses grew as he stubbornly pressed on, ultimately becoming one of the largest losses ever recorded by a single player online. This devastating downfall serves as a cautionary tale about the risks of online poker and the challenges even the most skilled players face when they're outside their element. Hansen's story reminds us that poker, especially in the online realm, can be unforgiving, even to legends. His losses were not just financial, but also a humbling experience, underscoring the importance of adaptability and discipline in a game that's constantly evolving. Ivy's $1.1 million cooler against Tom Dwan. Phil Ivey, considered one of the greatest poker minds, faced a nightmare scenario against Tom Dwan in a high-stakes cash game on high-stakes poker. Both players were holding hands that would win most situations, but not this time. Ivey found himself with a strong straight, fully believing it would clinch him the pot. Dwan, however, held the nuts, an unbeatable higher straight that put Ivey's hand to shame. The tension at the table was palpable as the bets piled up, each player unwavering in their commitment to the hand. As the pot swelled past the $1.1 million mark, spectators could hardly believe the drama unfolding. Ivey, showing no signs of doubt, confidently pushed all his chips into the pot, only to watch Dwan call with ease. When Dwan flipped over his unbeatable straight, reality hit Ivey hard. His expression, usually unreadable, showed shock, a rare moment of vulnerability for the seasoned pro. Walking away from the table in stunned silence, Ivey's loss was a reminder that no matter how great a player you are, poker always has a hand that can beat you. Patrick Antonius loses a $1.3 million pot to Sammy George. Patrick Antonius, known for his cool, calculating approach, met an unexpected defeat in a high-stakes showdown against Sammy George. The two were deep into a game where the pot had grown to a staggering $1.3 million. Antonius was in a powerful position with a set of eights, a hand that could decimate most opponents. Confident in his hand, he kept raising, watching as George matched his every move. Just when it seemed Antonius had control, fate took a dramatic twist. George caught a higher hand on the river, flipping the tables in an instant. Antonius's calm demeanor cracked as he realized the magnitude of his loss. The pot was gone in a flash, marking one of the largest in televised poker history. For Antonius, who rarely shows emotion at the table, the defeat was visibly unsettling. This hand became legendary, proving that even the steadiest players can face crushing outcomes in the world of high-stakes poker. The Helmuth vs. Esfandiari $800,000 blowout. In a heated heads-up clash on Poker After Dark, Phil Hellmuth and Antonio Esfandiari locked horns in an unforgettable $800,000 showdown. Both players, known for their fierce competitiveness, went all in on a pot that would leave one of them facing a bitter defeat. Hellmuth, never one to back down, put his chips in with supreme confidence, convinced his hand would prevail. Esfandiari, however, held out, and in a dramatic final card reveal, he caught the winning hand on the river. Helmuth's reaction was explosive, a classic display of frustration and disbelief. Known for his intense reactions, he launched into one of his trademark rants, questioning how he could have lost in such a brutal fashion. Esfandiari remained cool, relishing the win as Helmuth's fiery reaction only added to the drama. This hand cemented itself in poker lore as one of Helmuth's most costly defeats, capturing the unpredictability of poker and the emotional toll it can take, even on the most seasoned pros. Daniel Negreanu's $1 million loss in a single hand. In a high-stakes cash game on the PokerStars Big Game, Daniel Negreanu, one of poker's biggest names, found himself pitted against wealthy businessman Guy Laliberte, known for his fearlessness and massive bankroll. Laliberte sat across the table holding the most powerful starting hand in poker, pocket aces. Negreanu, meanwhile, had a solid hand with top pair and a high kicker, giving him the confidence to push forward aggressively. As the cards unfolded, the tension between the two players escalated, with neither showing signs of backing down. Laliberte, quietly confident, let Negreanu lead the action, only responding with raises that encouraged Negreanu to keep the chips flowing. Each bet further inflated the pot, pushing it to staggering heights as it crept closer to the $1 million mark. Feeling strong with his top pair, Negreanu ultimately decided to go all in, fully committing himself to the hand. In a moment that's become legendary in poker, Laliberte, calm and collected, instantly called, revealing his pocket aces to a shocked Negreanu. The revelation was brutal. The massive pot, over $1 million, slipped out of Negreanu's grasp, leaving him visibly deflated as he processed the painful defeat. This single hand became a stark reminder to poker fans everywhere that no matter how skilled you are, no player is immune to the whims of the poker gods. The hand is etched into poker history as one of the most humbling moments for an elite pro facing a recreational player with deep pockets and unyielding courage. Tom Dwan versus Victor Blum, the $1 million swing. In this unforgettable online showdown, two of poker's most daring minds, Tom Durr Dwan and Victor Blum, clashed in a high-stakes game that redefined online poker history. Known for his fearless, unorthodox aggression, Dwan was used to dominating his opponents with relentless pressure. But Blum, whose unpredictable style and willingness to play high-stakes marathon sessions made him a feared force in the online world, was no ordinary opponent. On Full Tilt Poker, the two went head-to-head in a series of hands that would culminate in one of the most legendary bankroll swings ever. Over the course of a single night, Dwan reportedly lost an astounding $5 million to Blum, with one pot alone reaching nearly $1.1 million. The pot itself was a masterclass in psychological warfare, with both players refusing to back down until the last card was dealt. This dramatic encounter not only highlighted the volatility of online poker, but also cemented Blum's status as one of the game's most feared players. His relentless, fast-paced approach to the game proved too much for even a pro like Dwan, showing just how quickly fortunes can shift in the virtual arena. The clash of styles, Dwan's calculated chaos versus Blum's fearless unpredictability, made this one of the most memorable rivalries in poker history, marking a turning point in Dwan's career and solidifying Blum's reputation as a true online legend. Jean Robert Bell Land's infamous $1 million downswings. Jean Robert Bell Land, famously known as Broke Living JRB, is a player who embodies the high-risk, high-reward nature of poker. With a reputation for living lavishly and taking daring bets both on and off the felt, Belland's career is marked by dramatic swings in fortune. Though he has scored big wins, it's his staggering downswings, especially one notorious $1 million loss in a single cash game, that have etched his story into poker history. Facing off against some of the toughest players in the world, Belandi's willingness to chase enormous pots often placed him in vulnerable positions. His high-stakes gambles, fueled by a taste for adrenaline, have seen him stack chips and lose them just as quickly. While most players might recoil after losses of this magnitude, Belland has embraced the chaos, maintaining a unique blend of humor and optimism that endeared him to fans. His broke living persona reflects his rare ability to take these losses in stride, using humor as a way to navigate the crushing lows that would break many players. players. Despite being known for his downswings, Balan's resilience in the face of financial setbacks is as much a part of his legacy as his wins. His outlook reminds fans that poker isn't just about the money, it's a test of character, requiring grit, persistence, and a willingness to roll with the punches. For Balan, every loss is a story, every comeback a lesson, and his fearless approach serves as both a cautionary tale and an inspiration to those who dare to play at the edge. In a game defined by extremes, Jean Robert Bell Land's ups and downs make him one of poker's most memorable and relatable characters, living proof that success is sometimes about surviving the storms with a smile. Sammy Farha's $2 million loss to Andy Beal. To truly understand the thrill and heartbreak of high-stakes poker, we turn back the clock to the early 2000s when billionaire banker Andy Beal took on some of the world's most celebrated poker pros in a legendary Las Vegas showdown. One of his most formidable opponents was the flamboyant and fearless Sammy Farha, known for his charismatic table presence and aggressive style. The stakes were sky high, with blinds reaching an astronomical $50,000 to $100,000. In this particular game, Farha was prepared to go all in, confident in his skill and experience. But Beal, with his seemingly endless bankroll and relentless determination, was there to match him, creating a spectacle for the ages. In one hand, Farha watched a massive pot worth nearly $2 million slip away as Beal bested him with a winning hand. For Farha, it was a humbling moment that forced him to step away from the table, a rare retreat for a player known for his fearless nature. The game itself became a part of poker lore, a legendary chapter chronicled in Michael Craig's book The Professor, The Banker, and The Suicide King, which recounts Beal's audacious journey into the world of high-stakes poker against the pros. Farha's loss was not just financial, it symbolized the unstoppable nature of Beal's challenge, as he tested the mettle of poker's best with stakes most would never dare to play. This match has since become a benchmark in poker history, reminding everyone of the emotional highs and lows that come with playing poker at the very edge. And there you have it, the biggest poker losses of all time. From online losses in the millions to legendary casino face-offs, these stories remind us of the incredible highs and devastating lows that make poker so thrilling and dangerous. If you enjoyed this look at poker's biggest downswings, be sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which poker moment left you speechless.